Imagine a world where your tattoos are not just ink on skin, but a lifelong commitment, a symbol of an unbreakable bond, where leaving means surgically erasing your past. Stay tuned as we delve into 20 brutal Comanchero rules that are mandatory. In the secretive realm of motorcycle clubs, the Comanchero stand apart. Founded in Sydney, Australia in 1966, this club has etched its name in the annals of biker history. But what really sets them apart? It's their stringent, unyielding rules that govern every aspect of membership. Rule 1. Being a man. The Comanchero Motorcycle Club is strictly for men. Women can't become official members. However, women still play an important part in the club's social life. These women, often called old ladies, are usually the wives or girlfriends of the club members. They are regularly seen at club events and gatherings, showing their support. Even though they don't have the same status as the male members, their presence is valued and they contribute to the club's community feel. This rule shows how the club balances its traditional male-only membership with the involvement of women in a supportive role. Rule 2. Unanimous approval. Becoming a member of the Comanchero Motorcycle Club is not easy. It's not just about filling out a form or paying a fee. Every single member of the club has to agree to let a new person join. This means that every existing member must vote yes for someone to become part of the club. For those who want to join, known as prospects, there's a big challenge ahead. They need to travel and visit every local group of the club, known as a charter. This journey is really important because it shows how committed and serious they are about joining. It's a way for prospects to prove they are willing to put in the effort and time to be part of the Comanchero family. Rule 3. No ties to law enforcement. The club maintains a strict boundary against those with law enforcement connections. This includes anyone who has abused children or those who have aspired to be police officers or jail guards. Rule 4. Ownership of patches and vests. In the Comanchero Motorcycle Club, the patches and vests members wear are much more than just clothing. They are powerful symbols of loyalty and belonging to the club. Each patch and vest tells a story of commitment and is a badge of honor. These items are so important that they are actually owned by the club, not the individual member. This means if someone leaves the club or breaks the rules, they can't keep their patches and vests. They have to give them back because they represent a deep connection to the club and its values. Rule 5. Respect for relationships. The Comanchero Motorcycle Club takes relationships very seriously. They have a strict rule. No member is allowed to have romantic or sexual relationships with the partners of other members. If someone breaks this rule, the consequences are really serious. This rule is all about respecting each other and maintaining trust within the club. It helps to prevent conflicts and keeps the club's brotherhood strong. But what happens when a member decides to leave the club? How far does the Comanchero go to maintain their code of secrecy and loyalty? The answer might shock you. Rule 6. Code of silence. In the Comanchero Club, keeping secrets is a big deal. Members must never talk about club business with anyone outside the club, especially not with journalists or on social media. This rule of silence is really strict. It's about protecting the club and making sure its private matters stay private. This helps to keep the club's activities and plans away from public eyes and ensures that all members are committed to the club's confidentiality. Rule 7. Prohibition of intravenous drugs. While smoking and drinking are permissible, the club draws a hard line at intravenous drug use. This rule underscores the club's emphasis on loyalty and order. Rule 8. Mandatory attendance. For the Comanchero, showing up is key. Every member must be at all club meetings and events. It's their way of proving loyalty. If someone misses a meeting or an event without a good reason, they have to pay a fine. This rule makes sure that everyone in the club is committed and takes their membership seriously. It's about being there for the club and each other, no matter what. Rule 9. Riding in order. Even the riding formation is governed by rules, reflecting the club's hierarchy. The president leads, followed by other ranked members with prospects at the rear. Rule 10. Lifetime commitment. Joining the Comanchero Motorcycle Club is a forever thing. Once you're in for life. It's not like joining a club that you can leave whenever you want. This lifelong commitment shows the deep, unbreakable bond between the members. It's a promise that lasts even after a member passes away, showing just how strong and lasting their brotherhood is. Rule 11. No disrespecting club colors. Members must fiercely defend their club colors or patches against any form of disrespect. These symbols are not just fabric, they represent the club's honor and legacy. Rule 12. Protection of club property. In the Comanchero Club, protecting what belongs to the club is everyone's job. Whether you're a full member, a nominee, or just starting out as a prospect, you have to look after the club stuff. This means taking care of the patches, the places where they meet, clubhouses, and anything else the club owns. It's about respecting and safeguarding everything that represents the club, showing that members value and take responsibility for their club's assets. Rule 13. Removal of tattoos for departing members. Leaving the Comanchero is not a simple process. Members who decide to leave must have their club-related tattoos surgically removed, symbolizing a complete severance from the club. Rule 14. Secrecy and loyalty. Above all, the Comanchero Club takes secrecy very seriously. Every member has to follow the code of silence without exception. They can't talk to reporters or tell anyone outside the club what goes on inside. This rule keeps everything the club does a secret, making sure that their activities and plans are known only to members. It's a big part of showing loyalty to the club and keeping its business private and protected. Rule 15. Prohibition of intravenous drugs. While some forms of substance use are tolerated, the club strictly prohibits the use of intravenous drugs. This rule is in place to ensure members remain focused and loyal to the club's cause. Rule 16. Mandatory weekly meetings. For the Comanchero, their weekly meetings, which they often call church, are a must attend. Every member has to be there. These meetings are really important because they keep everyone in the club on the same page and help maintain order. It's a time when members come together, discuss club matters, and strengthen their bonds. Missing these meetings isn't taken lightly, as they are essential for keeping the club united and disciplined. Rule 17. Fines for absence. The club enforces strict discipline. Members who miss meetings or events without a valid reason are subject to fines, emphasizing the importance of commitment and presence.